The amount of cool RPGs exclusive to the PlayStation 2 is kinda staggering. Even just within the Shin Megami Tensei series, there are 4 that still aren't available on any other platform. Well, it used to be 4. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner Raidou Kuzunoha vs. the Soulless Army is getting a remake, which I was pretty excited about until I remembered I forgot most of this game. There are some stylistic choices that are still pretty fresh in my memory though. I remember the cool Spring Blossom level up screen, I remember the opening mission, and I remember that real life, actual real historical figure Rasputin is in the game for some reason. I remember a really cool stylish game that didn't have a lot of problems, so yeah, what are we doing here? Well, you know I have to start with this. I think this PlayStation 2 game looks really good! It isn't unique to Devil Summoner, but I love these close-ups of the character models stalking in the foreground while at the same time showing a wide shot in the background that also includes them. It's like a double exposure photography still, a super effective way of conveying visual information that could really only work in video games. The game really benefits from being seen in high definition because the character models are incredible. They have ridiculously good designs that find that perfect balance that makes them look good in both 2D and 3D. The team also went crazy with it immediately. You talk to a shopkeeper in the first hour of the game and he's like, yeah, my brother Frankenstein's in the basement doing evil experiments. The only downside is that playing this in higher resolutions makes the backgrounds a bit muddy. Ideal conditions to play this game are still a CRT where this isn't a problem, but I also realize that most people are normal and don't have one of those anymore. But visuals like this also have grown on me a bit. It's like real characters are walking in front of painted backgrounds. It's got a serene quality to it that I like. Every other SMT game on the PlayStation 2 went for an almost entirely 3D visual style, so it's pretty cool to see an approach this classical so late into the series. The limits that created the style in the first place stopped being a problem a while ago at this point, so this was purely a creative decision that I think really paid off. You can really tell they were trying to do as many cool things as possible with this approach to visuals. There's a scene where a character is lost in thought staring out of a window, and because he doesn't notice you, the text box also takes a second to pop up. There's also this scene where a character is clearly frustrated, so his text is perfectly synced to an animation of him slamming the table, which gives you an idea of the rhythm of his speech, which is pretty impressive because this game doesn't have any voice acting. Between stuff like this, the massive map screen and those beautiful pre-rendered backgrounds, you can tell they were aware this would probably be the last time they would make something like this on a home console and wanted to show what the style was capable of one last time. Some of these frames look like they're straight out of an Ozu film. It's pretty incredible. I know this isn't fair, but it's so funny to me to compare the character models of this to that of Persona 4, which came out 2 years later. Yosuke's looking a little rough over there. It will be fun to see a modern looking game with a gameplay style this old. The game is pretty player friendly by SMT standards, but it doesn't mean it's very player friendly by regular game standards. If you're doing something wrong or you need a specific thing, the game will tell you by killing you. You play as a detective, which means you get to talk to a lot of people, show them pictures, and even bribe and intimidate them, which is a lot of fun, but you can also have your demons go out on their own. Since they're invisible to regular people, they can go some places you can't. They'll always mention how excited they are to be playing detective, which is adorable, and you can go pretty much all over the world map just playing as these little guys. I tried to explore an entire mansion as just a healer demon, but the game let me know pretty quickly that without the versatility of the main character, you're gonna get in a lot of trouble. It's not unreasonable or anything, it's just that games usually don't teach you stuff by fucking your shit anymore, so it's gonna be fun to see that coming back. Okay, I think it's time to get to the main question. A lot of design DNA of modern SMT still comes from the earlier titles, which faced a lot of hardware restrictions. That's where those maps came from, which I talked about earlier because I really love them. In these stories, you're usually someone who's traveling all over the place, so I just think they're so fitting marketing. It's like 100% because of Persona, but the SMT series is more popular than ever before, which is great because they're great games, but it also means there's a lot of stuff that people missed out on. You can tell I love this game by how I talk about it, and I think it's great that more people will have the ability to play it now. There are so many SMT games that deserve to be seen and played by so many more people, and remaking the older games that weren't as popular is a great way to do that. I want everyone to walk up to like a big turtle demon and have him go like, "Can you give me a bottle of wine, please?" If we're being real here, this is probably just a money move. Persona 3 Reload did so well that it would be crazy for Atlus not to look for other games to re-release. I think we should do Jack Brothers next. Maybe My Stop Smoking Coach for Nintendo DS?